What's up guys, my name is Gabe and welcome back to the Trojan Blade. Welcome back to a brand new video. Very early upload for me this morning. Trying out something new, trying to give you guys something you can listen to on your way to work. Very excited about this Trojan update series and just very excited about everything USC football heading into the 2024 season. Now guys, we have a lot to talk about this morning, so if you are enjoying the videos, please do leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thanks so much for being here. Let's get into this. All right, so on Saturday, Lincoln Riley actually had a fully open practice to the media, of course, with the stipulation that they can't really report on anything that they see. Now, what they were allowed to talk about is what players had nice days, what players are really standing out in a positive light, and there were two players that got mentioned a bunch of times that I want to talk about today. The first one being former UNLV Rebel Jaden Maiava. Jaden caught the eye of a lot of reporters who were there. You have Ryan Karchi of the LA Times saying that reporters were able to watch all of USC practice today, and one of my takeaways was just how natural Jaden Maiava looks throwing the ball. Effortless yet powerful. And that's definitely something that you see with him when you watch the tape. This is a tweet of mine from back in April where I said a couple of beauties here from Jaden Maiava. Looks so easy for him at times. If he can clean up some of the wild INTs, we've got a special player on our hands. And Jaden is one of those guys, when you watch the ball come off his hands, it's just different. It really does look effortless for him, like he can just flick his wrist and the ball travels 50 yards. And apparently Jaden had a very good day of practice because he made a big impression on a lot of the media that were there. But for me, the question with Jaden has never been the arm talent. The question is what's upstairs? What is his mental processing like? Because I would love to challenge anyone in the USC media space for who's watched more Jaden Maiava UNLV tape than I have. I have invested a lot of time in trying to find out every little thing I can about him. And while you have those flashes of brilliance, the clear as day God-given physical talent, also on tape, you see some of the worst interceptions you will ever see. Go watch their bowl game against Kansas and that'll tell you the full story of the entire year for Jaden. Because when you're comparing Miller Moss and Jaden Maiava, physically, there are some things Jaden can do that Miller could never dream of. He's bigger, faster, and has a stronger arm than Miller does. But that can only take you so far when playing the quarterback position. I bring it up all the time. I'm a Browns fan. In 2017, I saw DeShone Kizer start an entire year for us. He had every physical trait you could possibly want in a quarterback. Big guy, huge arm, can make plays on the ground, but he couldn't read a defense and he didn't understand basic football philosophy. Watching Jaden's freshman year at UNLV reminded me a ton of DeShone Kizer. So from the player I saw in the bowl game against Kansas until now, there would have to be a dramatic change before he's actually challenging Miller Moss for that starting QB spot. Now, if anyone on this planet can make a turnaround that quickly and that profound, it is Lincoln Riley. And it also needs to be said that whoever Lincoln Riley chooses to play quarterback, I will have full faith in that player. Lincoln Riley does not get it wrong when it comes to the quarterback position. He's proven that time and time again. Whichever path he goes down, I'm going to be fully supportive of him. But from the outside looking in, it is incredibly difficult to imagine a situation where Jaden Maiava is the first quarterback out there on the field against LSU. Now, another player that is drawing rave reviews from camp is Makai Lemon. Now, I got to give Tim Prangley his credit over on the USC Voice of College Football channel. He's been talking about Makai Lemon for a long time now. And the more and more I think about it, the more and more tape I watch, the more and more you hear things coming out from practice. I honestly think that Makai Lemon could lead this team in receptions this year, especially if Miller Moss is your quarterback for all 12 games. Those two clearly have a special dynamic and chemistry together. At Big Ten Media Day, Miller Moss made sure to single out Makai. It seems like every time there's a presser, he gets singled out. So I really think he needs to be talked about more, and I really think he's going to have a massive year this year for SC. With Taj Washington being gone, there is a massive amount of production up for grabs, and I think Makai could grab that. Over the middle of the field, on third down, I think he could be a clutch performer for USC this year. Now, on the NIL front, we finally have some positive news. You see here again from Ryan Karchi, big move within USC's NIL operation. House of Victory is adding Jeff Makai, the co-founder of another USC NIL agency, Conquest Collective, to its board. Conquest had been doing a lot of work for USC in the NIL space. It will now stop operating. So this is absolutely fantastic news. A lot of the things and problems I spoke about in my House of Victory video, in my Dave Emmerich video, they're starting to be resolved. And the fact that we're now starting to see some alignment in the USC NIL sphere is just great news, obviously. At USC, I feel like not being aligned is always like 95% of the problem. So great to hear that things are finally trending in a positive direction. I obviously got a lot of heat for those two videos that I put out, But as more things come to light, I am very confident in every word I said in those videos. Now, heading over to recruiting, you see here On3 Director of Recruiting Chad Simmons has logged an expert prediction for USC to land 2026 4-star quarterback Ryder Lyons. Lyons ranks number 12 nationally, number 3 quarterback in the 2026 class. So this is one that's been brewing for a while. Obviously the younger brother of current USC tight end Walker Lyons. But man, Ryder Lyons is a talented kid. He's actually a 5-star in the 247 Sports Composite, 6'2.5", 215. I do believe Ryder will be serving a Mormon mission though, so I do believe he'll be arriving on campus in 2027. So this one is a little bit out there, but with the Lyons family, I do expect this to stick, especially as long as Walker is at USC. I don't think we have anything to worry about there. But yeah, this is a fantastic player, big arm, very quick release, playmakers constantly playing out of structure, but can also hang in the pocket and make those tight window throws. When you watch him play, reminds you a ton of when Jackson Dart was at Corner Canyon High School. So yeah, very excited about this one. Fully expect him to stick. And when he eventually arrives on campus at USC, he's going to be an absolute stud. Next piece of news is USC's full-length practice field was finally installed, and it looks absolutely gorgeous. You see the picture on your screen right now. Looks absolutely fantastic. Can't wait for all the facilities to finally be done. The way Lincoln and the staff are hyping it up, I cannot wait to see what they're going to do with that big building. Also, can't wait for Dado to be rebuilt. Seeing a big dirt patch there just makes me sad, but very exciting times on that front. Next piece of news is yesterday at practice, they finally put the pads on and were in the Coliseum. That practice was fully closed, so no idea what went on. You're seeing some pictures on your screen here now of Akili Arnold, and also Deuce Robinson and Kyle Ford. And last piece of news for today, USC is officially in the Big Ten. I thought seeing us at Media Day would finally make it feel real, but for some reason, all of this really made it hit home that we're finally in this conference now for me. There's also a great deal going on right now that I wanted to tell you guys about, because I know not every one of you is on social media. The Big Ten is offering a free year of Big Ten Plus. Now, Big Ten Plus is going to carry every game that isn't televised. So baseball, basketball, volleyball, that's all going to be on there, and you can get it for free for an entire year. I will have the link to that in the description down below. All right, guys, so that will do it for this Trojan update. If you did enjoy this early morning upload, please let me know down below in the comments, or just simply like the video. That is the easiest way for me to track what you guys like and what you don't. So yeah, that's all for me. Thank you all so much for the continued support. You're all awesome, and as always, take care and fight on.